goodness. Yeah, let's get this right. Okay. Mike is a little bit far away. Let me get her. Michelda, my dear. Hello. Woof. Woof. Okay, that's as far as it stretches. That's what she said. Oh, there's more cord. So, hello to the viewers. Off to May. Okay, I should have had a little bit more setup, but I was feeling impulsive. And like, I just needed to do a stream or something. Now this girl. OBS. Oh, there you are. I'm just pulling this up so that I can see it properly. Okay. Yep. And you know what we're doing. Opening a file. Oh wait, I need to download this first, girl. Download. Don't worry. Now I actually have way more stuff going on in Adobe Animate right now, but I have just... Guess what happened to me? Like last night. My USB, my trusty, faithful USB, is never... Oh my goodness, do I need to like figure this out? Because... Is it just being slow? Let's see. Because basically what has been going on has been... Okay, so let's... My drive. Okay. The drive that I had. Oof. Gotta turn. Okay, now the echo stopped. We are having all sorts of technical issues. Sorry about this. Okay, so here she is. Done. Okay, it's fixed. That's a funny pose to be on, but it's fine. So I'm gonna play the clip for you. Oh, I'm gonna pull it out actually, so you can... I'm gonna pull it out. Careful. Careful of these big guns. Ew. Okay, and that's the clip. It's a lip sync assignment where I'm learning how to use symbols in Adobe Animate, and I had to... This arm had a whole thing going on, and I have to redo the animation on that just because I wanted... Listen, I'm learning, so I can't explain perfectly how symbols work. but I just wanted it to be more organized because they were all over the place. There were duplicates of things. It was a stupid time, but I did learn some new tricks in class today. Which I probably should have been working on this way earlier because it is past midnight and I've just been fucking around all day and I'm tired. So we're gonna go for a little bit, do this. I might not talk the whole time, I might just put a movie on while I'm working. But yeah, sounds good. Wait, can y'all hear? Okay, so you guys can't hear this. Which is like whatever, it's whatever. It's a Trisha Paytas clip where she talks about Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not gonna turn it on. I don't want y'all hearing whatever else I'm listening to. Anyway, what was I fucking talking about? Oh, yeah. Today I went out into the world. Good Lord. I wonder, let me break this symbol. Okay, what I'm gonna do, let's see, can I delete this for a little bit? No, I can't. Am I able to just remove this from the scene and keep the whole symbol thing going on? Let's see. I thought this was a fucking symbol. Oh my god, I want to fucking... Why isn't... I should have done this before. Maybe that'll fix it. I know I'm spelling that wrong. If you... So then why is that not acting like a... I'm so confused. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. Guys, I saw like a super brief screen, like a clip of the Prince of Egypt in a class, like earlier this week, and I had to restrain tears. I like almost cried so hard. Like, oh my god, get yourself together. What are we doing? Anyway. Oof to me. Why is this... Like, I did... The thing is with this arm, I did it, or I animated it, before. I don't want to have to break the proportions for this to make sense, but I think I can make it. It'll be fine. Part of this really feels like cheating, but I mean, this is what the big boys do. I'm also, I think going to make this coffee white, or like the cup, because oh my my god, figuring that straw thing out and messing with it is a travesty. I don't want it to be clear. I don't want to do that, so... Go away, stop haunting my dreams. Oof. Okay. She has an arm, and that's all we can ask for sometimes. I am liking knowing all of the like sexy hotkeys to move things. That is nice. What was it? To see. Just like double click it so that I can see. I have my notes. Ah, here we go. Just double click symbol in main timeline to work with /C layers. So, okay. Oh, unlock it first, probably. Okay, so on frame 111. So I think I'm gonna pull it away from her face, or to frame 110, and then I pull away from her face. Oh. Or okay. Now this is super work in progress. It's my bumped into my computer. It's my first time working on this type of thing. Ugh. Anyway. But it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I mean, it was definitely fun to animate this, if you know what I mean, ladies. Jesus. I think I'm gonna pop her shoulder up. Just a little bit, you know, whatevs. That kind of thing. You know, just to acknowledge the coffee. And I also need to, so basically I've built out the mouths, at the end bit of this clip, I think I'm gonna redo a couple of them just to change her expression a bit. And then I also am going to do some character animation. Mainly I'm going to be working with this arm right here. And I'm going to see, so basically I have the eyes sectioned off with the eyebrows in their own symbol. I have the mouth in a symbol. And then I have the head, and they're all together in one big symbol. So I might see about cutting some stuff with the head. Or positioning or whatevs, just to kind of like give more life to this, because I want to keep working with her instead of doing a whole new character, because I mean I've sunk this much time in it, like I might as well. Okay. F6. I think the coffee right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the thing right now where I mess with it. Honestly, I've been kind of surprised with how much. I'm gonna lock everything else so I don't fuck with it. How much I've been liking Adobe Animate. Partially I'm sure that's because I've been. Okay, oh, Command B and then I break it. So that's how I was able to use it. Okay. Good to remember. I've been working in it exclusively recently, because I'm learning it right now, and I still, like, I need to learn it. As much as I hate not being in Toon Boom, because I love Toon Boom, and Toon Boom's also the program that I always used at my previous school. I'm a little bit afraid that I'm gonna forget how to navigate it as well. I'm gonna turn off thumbs so I can see this. But honestly, learning about the symbol stuff, it's really great. It's very efficient, which I like. You know, I love hand-drawn stuff, but this really, I feel like this will be really awesome. I keep saying awesome, but I'm excited. You know, you can tell by the sound of my monotone voice how enthralled I am. But yeah, I love finding efficient ways to animate. So this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm gonna do an off-white for the cup. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna actually just directly in orange draw on a tag. I'm not gonna reference. The clip is for talking about how she loves Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not going to actually reference the color that they use on Dunkin' stuff. Because no. I have only, as much as I can recall, I've only been to Dunkin' Donuts or like gotten a coffee there once. I like the orange coffee place that I've always gone to has been Big P's. But the one time I got something there, I was in an airport, and I got a little coffee because I was super tired. I was like, I deserve a treat. I want one treat. And so I got a coffee, and I did not expect it. Like, I ordered and I was like, oh, so I'll have some sugar in it, you know, because the customizing panel is what was up. And I did not expect how sweet it was. Like, I put a lot of sugar in my coffee, I think. You know, but I was disgusted. I could not finish it. I threw it out, like, and I felt so bad for throwing out the nightmare. Like, it was the worst thing I'd ever had. And this was not long ago. So, you know. So I see people getting Dunkin', and I think about giving it a second chance, but then I think, like, God, I have coffee. I can make myself, like, instant coffee at home, and it's pretty good. You know, I have one right now. Why is this not picking up? Color dropper. Girl, why are you doing this to me? All I want to do is drop color all over the place. All over the sweet, sweet place. No. How could you? Anyway, fuck, what was I talking about? Did you know that blondies have more caffeine than, like, dark roast? Which is something I learned recently. And I also learned about white coffee, which is much more caffeinated. Which, I mean, I guess it makes sense in a way, like, oh, it's less cooked, so it has more of that natural thing in it. Which also makes me wonder, I saw someone making, like, you know, water pies from the Great Depression? Or like a wine pie, maybe. But with Monster Energies. So that makes me... I mean, it's chemical caffeine. It's not caffeine derived from beans, so... I mean, maybe it would still have the same caffeine content. I would hate to waste a Monster Energy, though. Those things are already hard enough to consume. Like... Oof, I have to move. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to draw in on the other cup that I did my hand. Whatever, it's fine. I'm tough. Anyway, Monster Energies are already like battery acid, honestly. Like, I think all energy drinks taste terrible. And I really can't tell a difference between them. So, frankly, I feel like it would be an absolute hell to eat a Monster Energy in the form of a pie. Like, what a waste of good dough. I may have to... There can be miracles if you believe. Don't want to change too much about how it's positioned. Okay, and then remove these. Oh, okay. I'm not sure I like... I'm gonna pull that back just a little bit. Turn it maybe... this is just graphically. drawn. Let's finagle it. That's fine. That's adequate. That is potentially acceptable. Okay, and then actually maybe I'm gonna I'm gonna do that little arm thing first before I deal with the mouth doing the mouthing. Yeah. And pop the shoulder, pop the shoulder, pop. Oop. Command B. Okay, break it up. Okay, what are we doing? Is this... Where are we? Okay, I need to look at this. Okay, so I'm gonna convert this to be a symbol. God, do you guys remember? I was so into like animatics. I remember when I was an infant baby child on the internet. I remember I would watch, what is it, the Sarah Berry thing from like 23 or whatever centimeters down, 27. I don't even know. I've never seen that musical in my life. Command B. Anyway, I remember watching that like Sarah Berry or whatever animatic like over and over again. I need to rewatch that. I have not watched any of those animatics in forever, but I remember watching that, being like, wow, this it looks like just like Gravity Falls. I was like so amazed. Like, it's crazy. not orange. But it was like, that was a very iconic animatic. I wish they had. Like, I wish I could probably program it, but I wish that they like immediately had the shortcut tool that I got together where I just click my pen to color pick, like in Clip Studio Paint. Okay, she looks nice. Good arm. Good arm. Strong arm. We're breaking up. I want to break free. Tilt your arm a little bit. Anyway, so I remember that. That's probably from like that was probably made in like 2015. I saw it like 2019, whatever. Yeah, 2019, 2018 maybe. Back in the olden days when I was still drawing on my Kindle Fire. That's the first place I got like internet access. Like really, other than maybe like an old laptop, olden girl. Like, I still have that laptop somewhere. And like you start it, like it's probably only from 2010, but you start it up and it goes. Yeah. Anyway, so that's how old I am. Elderly, dead, rotting in the grave, But I remember that. I also remember, like, I wasn't into Sanders' sides, but I do remember seeing this Sanders, like, because I was also into the Mean Girls, like the Mean Girls animatics, all that jazz, that crap. And, you know, some of them were really good. A lot of them were made by 15-year-olds, and that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. But, you know, it was obvious. And I remember seeing the Sanders Sides animatic. Yeah, where they're the Mean Girls, and they're all, like, so, like, I was confused. And, like, I was very confused when I was about 11 or 12 whenever I watched that. Because I was like, are these women? Because they were drawn with such, like, they were femme, like, that just looks like a woman with a pixie cut. Look at that giant ass, you know, doing all like, BB, like, that guy on, the plastic botched who had those giant lips, like that guy. They all look like that. And it's okay for me to bully, because I say so. But I do remember that. And I'm like, oh god, I miss that unhinged, terribly, terribly unhinged era. Truly unhinged. What else? What were we talking about? Jesus. Wait. I think that's probably too far to move the shoulder. God, don't do that to me. But also, I remember, like, I feel like around 2019 or so, at least that's when I was on it. It was very peak times for like camp and like Hamilton, like, or I think it was probably closer to the end. It was pittering out. But I remember that was like, it felt like that was the only thing that they had on the internet. Like, imagine, like, what a time to be alive. Like, Hamilton animatics were the only thing on the internet. You know, everything's delightful, everything's new. You know, no one's fucking crazy. I didn't know that was a time I didn't know about Christian. Just imagine that, a time I did not know about Christian. God. Olden days. Anyway, you know, I do. But that was a crazy time. I'm so glad. I am so glad that, like, I mean, I think I definitely, like, I saw shit and whatever. But, oh my god, my parents were pretty, you know, for people in their, like, late 40s, like, early, like, in their 50s, they did a good job protecting me, like, and trying to be reasonable. Like, I'm so lucky I was not an iPad baby. God, I know some, you know, some people, you see some people and you're just like, oh, you got the iPad hard, you got the iPad stare. Girl. I feel like in 40 years, instead of the lead paint stare, or like the lead stare, you know, the new little teens are gonna be talking about like the iPad stare. Like, that's gonna be what's happening. They're gonna look at us Gen Z or ancient Gen Z, be like the iPad stare. You can tell. And you know what? By then, I will be incognizant, so I won't know. So, you know what? Fuck it, I don't care. I have. Whatever. Okay, that shoulder, it looks fine. Oh, girl, I took your head. Got your head. That looks. It's fine. Oh, wait, why? What happened to you? Why are you here? What the hell are you doing here? Okay. Okay. I guess I must have done that earlier. I've been hearing tell that Robert Eggers might do A Christmas Carol as like another movie of his. That would be fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Crazy. I would be in that theater. It would be really exciting. Like, they're gonna somehow factor in a naked old person. Like, sorry, spoilers, but I know. They're gonna figure out how to get a naked oldie in there. Like, no matter what the situation is. Why does this keep moving the hand? Okay, I guess the symbols just float around in different layers. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Oh god, I remember. So I've seen Wicked, and I've also seen Nosferatu, like within the same few weeks. And I remember I had seen Wicked first. It was good. It was good. It was a fun time. I loved the musical. I thought that the movie was good. I mean, I'm always gonna have nitpicks, but they're mainly because of the general changes from the musical, like where it differentiates from the book. And that's just like a basic thing that, just involves cinema, because they did a decent job with that. And shoulder. I'm gonna just adjust that because I could see like something showing up here. Anywho. Oh. Anyway, but good movie. Anyways, so after that, like a few weeks later, or like probably a week later, like maybe 2 days, I don't know, I went also to Nosferatu. I was very excited about it. But like in the front row, like a couple rows in front of us, there was like 2 kids, like maybe an 8-year-old and a 12-year-old with their mother or something. And they were dressed in Wicked merch. And I remember, like, at the beginning, before I was, like, eyeing them, like, oh, like, isn't this is a Robert Eggers movie, isn't this rated R? And then at the first scene, because, spoilers for Nosferatu, but it's also kind of a psychosexual thing, the first scene, it's, like, very reminiscent of an orgasm type thing going on. And like honestly, those kids didn't make a disruption, which in the end is all that I care about. Because I'm terrible. But I had, they didn't start screaming or anything. That was rather, it's a Robert Eggers movie. It's an experience. But I remember the whole time, and I was like, oh my god, I was really expecting that they were actually going to Wicked, and they got in the wrong theater, but I mean, I guess. I mean, to each their own, I guess. I I don't know. But who am I to talk? I always loved like horror movies from day one. God, I remember watching like The Others for the first time when I was like 9, maybe, and I was so bamboozled, stricken down, because so another spoiler alert, it's this big twist ending, and I remember staring at my ceiling, like going to bed that night, like staring at the ceiling, like, oh my god, like existential dread, you know. That's honestly, I feel like in a way I feel like it's definitely more impactful. Um, well, I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm one to talk. But at the time, that reveal feels more impactful than in The Sixth Sense. Four frames. I'm deleting those. I'm bringing. Oop. Straight up delete those because I feel like that should be more of an anticipation frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna place them. That's fine. Okay, that's some nice snap to it. I just the hand keeps looking weird to me. Oop. Okay, we're gonna tweak that. And it already looks better. Okay. Because it looked too much like it was clipping through, like too cut out to me. Puppety. Also, I know the elbow looks a little weird. I'm ignoring that because you can't really fucking see it at all. God, this thing that I love to do and would be totally miserable without. I just keep getting so hard. Oh, always complaining. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Take this. I'm gonna break it so that's whatever I'm able to actually access it. I'm gonna just be real simple here. Ooh, I'm gonna block everything else. Copy. Unlock. Why the fuck? Ooh. What? Wait, I copy and pasted it already. It's fine. think this is... Where is she? I think... Is this in the face? Yeah, she's in the face. She got it in the face, face. Okay, and then we're gonna figure out how to do a creative swap. Command V. Oh, okay. Actually, what I'm gonna do... F6. We're gonna take a minute. We're just gonna fuck around with it however we want to. Backspace. Onion skin so I can see it and so I don't have to change the position. God, I feel like Ratatouille. I feel like genius, like creative. I don't know why I'm being so tedious with this cup. I don't know what the hype around Epic is because I tapped the mic. I realized I haven't been really talking into it this whole time. I mean, it seems to pick up things okay, so that's fine. Someone was kind enough to invite me to be guest on stream, and this fucking mic right here that I'm speaking into right now, it would not connect to Discord. For that, my shining moment as a star, and I had to record through the laptop. Yeah, this is why I'm becoming the Joker, slowly but steadily. I love that video of the guy, like the Toronto Joker, they call him. I love that. It's such a funny video. Like, I show it to people and I'm like, guys, it's Toronto Joker. I don't know why he was arrested, but that video goes hard. It's like him putting his arms up, like, cinematic. I have no idea why movies of today can't even be as cinematic as a video of some random tweaker looking guy getting arrested in Toronto. Dear God, what has the world come to? Anywho, I literally cannot remember what I was just talking about. So anyway, I wasted 2 hours of my life today shopping for a Halloween costume. Like, really, I mean, going shopping at times, I understand how people get addicted because it makes me feel more insane, more like jazzed up. It's like I just took an Adderall. Like, like I can feel my heart beating. Everything feels brightly colored and like dizzying. It's maybe my blood pressure was just, I don't know. I mean, but but God, I was in like a Burlington coat factory looking, because I was last minute deciding what I was going to be for Halloween and a little bit panicking. But I was like, you know who I know I can go as, where I don't have to change my hair really, and I can just get a couple outfits, like clothing items that I could literally also wear during the year, because I'm practical like that. Nancy from The Craft, and I've been her before, and she's a diva and I love her. And so I went as, I haven't gone yet, but I'm going as Nancy from The Craft now. So ladies, look out. Or guys, look out. I don't know. Everyone look out, because I'm gonna be running down the street like those fucking people. When Area 51 got opened, it's gonna be wild. Anyway, so I got like some cute stuff. I got like a vest, a black vest, and like a cute button-down white shirt, and like I don't know, calf length plaid skirt. So basically, I just shop for normal clothes, like just clothes I wear, clothing I wear. That's I just went shopping for clothes. Oof. Anyway, I also get very intense. It's very intent on getting the exact things that I wanted. So, God, I really did end up spending 3 hours, like, not 3 hours, felt like 3 hours, 2 hours of my life, my limited time on earth, shopping for clothes. And I was like, oh God, we're doing this again. But anyway, moral of the story, I got what I needed. I have run out of brown sugar. That's not really anything interesting. I need to get some for coffee, because I put it in my coffee. Anyway, Epic the Musical doesn't seem, I think that's, I don't remember if I was saying that out loud, but Epic the Musical, it's kind of, I mean, I know that some of the songs, people are like, oh, it's so great. And, you know, it's not a bad musical. I just think it kind of just sounds like it's very modern musical. if that makes sense. Very movie musical sounding. It sounds kind of like The Greatest Showman, or perhaps like Dear Evan Hansen, or like, Jesus Christ, how do you look at that 48-year-old man, that grown man, and like it's like borderline, it feels like a fetish, where they're like putting him in his little high school outfit and being like, okay, you can still play it, honey. You play Evan. You're a very naughty boy, you did a very wrong thing. No, I just don't. I haven't seen the musical. I used to listen to the soundtrack when I was 13 years old, and I thought it was gay. And I was like, oh, I love hiiii. I didn't know what hiiii was at the time. I was like, oh, it's gay, and I don't know any real gay people, so this is so cool. This is so cutie. Like, this is so woo, soft boy. And like, oh my god, I remember. Oh, guys, I've been speaking about friggin' musical animatics in like 2019, 2018. I remember I watched this, I'd watch these Dear Evan Hansen animatics as well, because I just got it through osmosis. And I remember this Sally Face one where it's, what is it? What's the song? I mean, I don't know if it probably wasn't titled literally Dear Evan Hansen, but it was like, the actual plot in the musical is him and his friend, like Evan, or Evan Hansen himself, someone, he's making up these letters, these fake letters, to give to the family of this deceased, like, person who committed suicide. And like, it's like kind of played like you know how people would be like, oh, it's a quirky, like, it's quirky and it's gay, and so there's my ship, my adorable ship, you know. And oh my god, the actual plot of the musical, people really woobified it. Like, I feel like everything I would see was like super, like, why is this like this? Why is this happening like this? Because, oh my god, what a, like, dreadful, dastardly villain. Like, and all because he's like, he's so anxious and he's so sad, and, you know, and it was very pop style songs. I don't know how to describe it, but like recent musical songs that are like very like I think like the Mean Girls effect. I don't know when it started. Maybe it started with Hamilton, although that's not really in that style. It's rap. You know, like, oof, maybe it was Heathers. But I would also say Heathers is very, like, great ballads. I don't know. It's probably just a stylistic thing for me. Like, there's nothing wrong with any of those musicals, but they just sound kind of, oh, what is it? What's I want to say kitsch, like kitschy, but I don't think that's the right word for it. Let me Google. Give me about 5 seconds while I'm not drawing. Actually, I'm gonna save this first. You save your files. Kitsch definition. I think kitsch, yeah, like those musicals were very kitschy, that style, as well as the animatics that would come with them, you know, made by like some 15-year-old on not Firefox, Fire Alpaca. God, I remember animating in Fire Alpaca. I remember watching tutorials on how to animate in Fire Alpaca. Girl, it was serious for me. It would be so fun to re-download that, actually, now that I think about it. Like, I mean, I like drawing in the programs I like and I know, but I mean, God, I remember that was that was fun. I used to make, like, I'd start like these little warrior cats, like thing, like animations. I was very into warrior cats. I need to reread those as well. I've seen some pages. I haven't read it. Like, definitely have not read it yet. But I've seen some, like, pages and excerpts from this recent Warrior Cats graphic novel that they've come out with. And I think that it looks, the art is good. I'm not sure how I feel about the more anthropomorphized faces. Like, it just feels a little bit too, boxy, I think, with some of those face designs. Actually, I'll pull up a picture of the new Warrior Cats, graphic novels. And it's not a big problem. I mean, I think I noticed the same sort of problem, or like, not problem. I think I felt like the same sort of, this is a little bit, I'm not too into this, when I was, like, when I would see, like, you see this? Like, it just feels, and it's not terrible, again. Like, I don't hate it. I think just some of the spacing choices in the proportioning of the faces, just feels very, like, very specific to me. I mean, I think it's nostalgic, I guess. Like, I hate to say Tumblr, because I wasn't on Tumblr when I was a baby, but I was seeing the YouTube videos of all the people who were. They just seem a little bit, again, I don't hate it. And it's, like, you have to a certain extent, to do some of this stuff. Like, I think it definitely looks better than the other, like the other one. I mean, they have more distinctive expressions, and, like, it's not too terribly different from this style. I think it's more vivid, more engaging, the new look. This one, it had a very, I remember reading some of these and thinking, this is like a manga. This is just manga. Although, again, like, don't take my word for that. Like, it has been a hot minute since I've been into Warriors. It was like that 6 years ago. Jesus Christ. So I was 13. I was not. My analysis then, and then my remembrance of it now, are not going to be very expert, okay? What I need to rewatch is Moon Kitty's videos. Because I love those. I love those. Honestly, I think I really love all the stuff she makes. But it's been a while since I've seen her stuff. I think she's still posting. I think I saw something about a recent Warrior Cats in a nutshell sort of videos. Or, to the mic. But I haven't been watching her stuff consistently. It was so good. So funny. Genius, 10,000 point IQ. Like, I wanted to make videos like that. Oh my god. Sassy, sarcastic. I also really love her animation style in general. Like, I can remember being so into it. Ooh, I need to... This bit keeps glitching. We'll just see. We'll do a replay. We'll see. I think that no one would probably come after me and, you know, stab me with a machete over this little thing being mildly inconsistent. I don't think that's gonna happen. Like, you're not gonna get Ghost Ridered right here, sitting where you are in your home, farting into a pillowcase. Like, that's not gonna happen. Command V. Oh. I'm gonna turn off onion skin again. Why are we doing that? Okay. Okay. I keep trying to do the same shortcut that I do in Clip Studio Paint to color pick, and it's so annoying because it just fucks things up. I should probably have plans because I like the streaming thing. I think it's interesting, you know. I think it's encouraging to work on stuff, and it gives me something to talk to, like, which is helpful. I need to do that. I want to fully lose my voice, just my ability to speak. Ugh, why is it such a fat straw? Oh. Whatever, let it be fat. Let the fatties fat. We love them. We love them. They're amazing. Big bitches, I love you. I love them. Anyway, whatever. What was I saying? My god. But I need to come in here with ideas. I want to make actual videos too, like scripted ones, but I hate writing scripts and I hate hearing myself. Like, I hate coming up with ideas and then, because then I look at them and I'm like, oh my god, Shut up. Why are we talking? Go back to your corner. Your corner in the dark of the night. I actually have the lights on, which is new for me. Making developments. Lights are on while we're drawing. Big girl steps. What was I? Very productive week. Very, very productive week. And by productive, I mean, it's been productive. I've gotten everything done that I've needed to do thus far. And, you know, it's appeared that it has been received well. My work has been received well. So, that's good. I think after I finish this, I might end the stream. Because I'm tired and I'm getting hungry. I need a 2 a.m. snack. I have all this coffee. I've been so excited being able to talk. Not touched it. Is Mike picking that up? Okay. Wow. Okay. I've been having a hard time getting to sleep this week. But luckily, I think I've been using that to my advantage and getting a lot of work done. So it's pretty cool. I'm pretty much succeeding in every way. I'm just gonna try to keep this up and not like crash, because I'd love to repeat how good this week was next week. Like I mean, I'd love to always be winning. We're the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. No, 'cause we're the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I feel like I'm being super anal about this. Okay, let's see if my time fucking with a coffee cup. Is there anything else on this layer? What's gonna happen if I delete you? Nothing. Okay, so that was literally just that cup. I think I might lower her arm after this. That's a couple steps, that's a couple things. That's real. Okay. I finished redoing the cup and editing some things on the arm. Getting that fixed up a bit. I think I am going to end stream now. Oh, but first I'm gonna save this. Save, and then save as, save a new version. I've been told you ought to version up like every like, I mean, as much as you don't want to lose, basically. I'm gonna save this to my USB, and then I'm gonna say goodbye.